Let's begin at the beginning. How'd you guys meet, become friendly?
Well, you played at UCLA, I played at Loyola. We played each other 3 or 4 times a year.
You naturally migrate to people that see things and talk about things the way you would, and all we did was eat, sleep, drink baseball.
The two became best friends, and it was during this time that Billy Beane grew close to Torey Lovullo's family, especially his grandfather, known affectionately as Poppy.
My grandfather was a fixture at every one of my baseball games from T-ball on up.
You know, Poppy Lovullo come on my side when Loyola would play at UCLA.
He got to know Poppy, and they had an incredible friendship. And that was partly because of the attention Billy gave him. Billy was really good to my grandfather.
Coming up next, second baseman Torey Lovullo.
That'll bring up Billy Beane.
How special was it, I mean, to be drafted by the same team within a year of each other, and you're kind of reunited in that realm? That's pretty special.
It's so random in a weird way. Like,
It's crazy.
It definitely helped me feel like one person will be rooting for me if I'm up to bat tonight.
Right. When I first got drafted, my initial thought was Sparky Anderson, and I get to be on the same team as Billy Beane. And he was kind of a mentor to me. You know, fate kind of interjects itself every once in a while. I definitely think that was happened for a reason.
So you two were so close that you were even in each other's weddings, correct?
Yeah, we were just best friends.
Billy, obviously, during your playing career, there's a lot going on in your personal life.
Well, I was hiding, I think, what to me felt like the absolute worst secret any baseball player could hide. You know, there was nothing valued less than a homosexual or gay person. And to be internally struggling with that secret, and how the people that mattered the most to me, my peers, how I was afraid they would think of me. I used to sit in the car in the parking lot and try to flush out like all these things that were going on in my head to try to focus. I'm like, you're throwing your career away.
Torey, did you ever sense Billy's, conflict about his sexuality? Anything you had a sense of what he was dealing with on a personal level?
Never once, never once. And that's where I think I've said I'm sorry to him, and he's tried to make me feel better, that I just didn't see it, and I didn't know it, because on the level that we had our friendship, I should have been there for him. I can't imagine what he was going through on a daily basis. It makes me sad to think about.
There was nothing anybody could have done because I wasn't ready. The people that were my mentor, my friends that I talked to about everything, all of a sudden, I just stopped talking to them.
In 1996, Billy walked away from a decade-long career in professional baseball. 3 years later, he publicly came out as a gay man. Through all of this, Beane shut himself off from the people he knew in the baseball community, including his best friend.
How long did you guys go without speaking?
It's hard to even admit, but I think it was 10 years. And I regret doing that. It was easier for me because I could watch Torey on television and keep track of him where he was coaching.
But in 2005, after a decade without seeing each other, the two friends would reconnect.
What finally circled me back was, I think, Poppy Lovullo getting,
I had called Billy and I said, look, my grandfather's not doing so well.
Torey reached out to me, and I flew over to see him.
And I'll never forget, my grandfather started to cry. It was pretty touching. He said, I love you, Billy. I've missed you.
It was pretty heavy, just it brought me back to a really different time, and so it was really important to me. And I'm super happy it was able to happen.
And what also happened was the rekindling of a lifelong friendship.
When he resurfaced, we were like, all right, Billy's back again. And we don't care. We don't care what happened, where he went. We just love him and we want to support him. It's been smooth sailing ever since.
Just a perfect Arizona Sunday here for the 2017 opener.
Torey Lovullo takes over as manager for the Diamondbacks.
I understand there's a promise made between you two in your younger days as far as if one of you were to become a manager at some point.
Yeah, I said, you know, whoever is manager first, the other person has to make them their bench coach. I wasn't on your staff yet, but I was at the game, and it was a great day. When I finally saw him there, I was like, oh my God, this is my friend here to support me. And he did say I'd be in the front row behind your dugout. That's one of the most important moments that I'll ever have. I honored a relationship in a way that I did not before. Of all the people in that stadium, I know what he had to sacrifice to get there. It was hard to not get caught up because, you know, it's a lifetime's work manifested in an amazing moment.
Fights it off, and it drops in, and the Diamondbacks walk it off on opening day. And the D-backs get Torey Lovullo his first opening day win as a big league skipper.
And I just felt like there's the Lovullo magic. It's going to happen. Here it goes.
How close you guys were, and then, you know, this, I guess we could say, unnecessary distance. What do you want people to take away from this story and this friendship?
It's hard to armor up every day and go to battle out there. There's the human side. I hope that, you know, people see that there's more to just what they see sometimes.
What does the friendship mean to you, Torey?
A lot more than he might think. I count on this friendship. I love my time with him, and I love Billy. It just goes to show you that when you build things the right way, if things stumble, that you can always come out the other side. I'm just thankful that it's back to where it was many, many years ago.